Hi, welcome to another episode of Small Talk No More. I've got a very exciting guest with me today. It's Javier Lopez from Midem. Hola, Javier.
Hola, how are you? Thank you for inviting me.
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for being here. So just to start with, can you tell us who Javier is, what you do, and what makes you so special?
So, well, I wouldn't say special, but I'm Javier Lopez. I'm the Business Development Director for Midem. I've been living in the UK for 28 years, almost now. So longer than I live in my original Madrid. And for Midem, I've been working for them for 16 years now, so a long time. And I'm responsible for sales development in the UK, Spain, Israel, Australia, English-speaking Africa, and Central America. So it's really kind of a wide territories, and that's what I do.
It's like all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so to start with, we're going to do a really quick game with quick questions, short answers, and just to get to know you and what you like, and yeah, for everyone just to get a glimpse of who Javier is. So I'm going to put a timer. Let's try and stick to about 30 seconds to run through all of these questions. So
Okay.
I'll set this up. Okay, so we've got 30 seconds. Question number one is, what's your favorite song or album?
Probably Disintegration by The Cure.
Okay, and name a movie you would like to watch alone, or a movie that you like watching alone usually.
Probably Cinema Paradiso, because I cry at the end. So I don't want people seeing me crying every time at the end.
And tell us a movie that you like watching with other people.
Any of Pedro Almodovar's movies. They're great to watch with people.
Okay, any in particular?
I like all of them, but probably Talk to Her is my favorite.
Cool. Okay, and tell us, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Probably a very Spanish one is rum and raisins. So with a bit of alcohol in it. Yeah.
Very nice. And what's your least favorite song by Britney Spears?
I have to say, I don't like any of them. But probably the least favorite, I don't know the title, but it's the one she sings about not being a girl and not being a woman or something like that. Or not being just a girl and still not a woman. I don't know, something like that. But I don't remember the title, but probably.
Okay. A bit controversy here for any Britney Spears fans. There's going to be some controversy there. And recommend a book.
Probably will be Love in the Times of Cholera by Gabriel García Márquez.
Okay.
He's my favorite writer, and that's my favorite book.
And where would you like to retire?
Nowhere specific, but somewhere sunny and by the sea. So like every other British people who retires.
Marbella.
Definitely not Marbella. That's a little bit more Spanish, but yeah, it's still by the sea.
Okay, so let's move on to the main section and the important chat. We're going to get a little bit more serious, which is let's find out what's going on in the events industry. So like we know, Midem is an amazing conference that lots of businesses look forward to going in the summer in France. So can you tell us what's been the impact? Obviously, we can make assumptions, but what's been the impact for large-scale events, and in particular to Midem?
I think it's something that nobody was expecting. So even if we had a couple of months since the news broke out in China about the situation, and I don't think anybody was really kind of thinking that we're going to be in the situation we are nowadays. So yeah, the impact was very huge as soon as all the countries started banning congregation of people and large events, and of course starting affecting concerts, festivals, and then of course also conferences and events, trade shows. It's a huge industry. I think sometimes people don't realize how big it is. And for us at Midem, in the beginning, we were thinking we'll try to make it happen if we can, but very quickly it was clear it wasn't going to happen. And so it was kind of postponed or cancelled until 2021, next year. And well, we're going to have our 50th anniversary, so that's going to be a big one for us in Cannes. But in the meantime, we needed to do something else, and we came up with a Midem digital edition that I can tell you a bit more about it later if you want. But yeah, in general, we would all have to work from home suddenly. The event we have been planning for months and months is not happening. So for any events company, that becomes like a big issue, and you have to start.
So were you prepared for this? Were you prepared for like sending everyone at home and keep stuff going and communicating between each other? Was that something that you think that was quite easy to do?
It wasn't really prepared. We haven't really tried that before, but clearly, actually, when the whole crisis started, and already in February we had like a company day, where we all work from home already, and precisely to test the waters. But I think very quickly everybody has got used to the idea of being at home. The technology allows you things that it was unthinkable just a few years ago. And we use commonly available softwares, and we don't have anything specific. We just, as a company, we use certain software. But yeah, it means we can all join and work together. And it could be from the New York office or any other office. And that hasn't been, I think it's something that everybody has realized, that also you can work remotely from home much more than we thought we could nowadays.
Cool. And is there anything in particular that has been more that has suffered more within your teams? So I don't know, say for example, you had a team that would go to other countries traveling to try and get new people joining Midem, or what has been the biggest challenge during that time?
I mind, in myself on the business development and sales. Of course, even in February, my last trip was to Africa, to Nigeria and to South Africa. So we were doing big presentations for the industry there, very well attended, and with concerts and things. So, and that's something you cannot really. It's much more difficult doing it from here, especially to reach people and talk to them and explain to them face to face what Midem is preparing and why Africa is an important territory for the Midem clients and the music industry in general. So those trips really help and stuff. Nowadays, of course, we are doing some of those presentations remotely to people, but that was a big. It's definitely it changes things a lot. That's for sure. And then I imagine also it's the kind of the logistics teams. And even for events, we have other events, not music, but other events that we're having at the end of the year. That we are hoping, of course, that they're still going to go ahead. But those teams on operations and facilities, they need to go to on site to check any new works or any changes to the layouts of the venues, and even hotels, if they've been refurbished, we need to check those refurbishments to see how they are going to affect the events we run there. And those people cannot travel to check those things. Everything is they've been sent photos or whatever, but it's definitely not the same. So I think those are the most challenging parts of the job.
Just the actual physical setup for future events.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what was how was the change of the offering? So I guess you had a lot of pre-sales done ahead of Midem, but then now you had to change everything, and now people are going to be going online. So are you like, how have you managed to retain all these people? How do you tell them, oh, we're going to do it online? How was that process?
So the process was, as soon as we have to cancel, we internally, of course, we created a very special system of refunds and credits and things like that. So many people, or most people, I would say, have transferred their registrations to next year, to 2021, because they're still planning to come. So that was a good surprise, and lots of the stands, or most of the stands, actually have transferred to next year. And because there's still people, I think, knows that next year they're going to need to be there. But in the meantime, it was very important for us to still show support for the industry and stuff. And I'm talking about Midem, but this will be for any event and any industry.
Yeah.
You need to show you're still there for them, because we are part of the industry. We are a big key part of whatever industry. In our case, it's the music industry. So we wanted to do something. So we announced we're launching the Midem Digital Edition, and that's what we are working on. It's going to happen on the same dates as the original Midem was going to happen from the 2nd to the 5th of June.
Mm.
But the idea is to make it even more accessible to everybody. So we told our clients, look, your registration it goes for next year, but anybody can access the Midem Digital. That was a big decision for us, and we thought it would be the perfect moment to do that. Mainly because it means people, first, nobody can travel at the moment, so everybody can access this content and different information we're going to be setting up in the platform. But also people who has never even been to Midem before, to an event, and they always wonder what it was all about and everything. So we are going to give them a taste of what an event like Midem is, with lots of keynotes and information, and the Midem Lab competition that we still run for startups, and a lot of artists' performances. So, but I think for those people, it's going to be really, really useful. If you are in Colombia, or if you are in, as I say, Nigeria or Kenya or other territories, many of them, especially the younger artists, managers, and industry people, couldn't really travel to Midem. So for them, it's an opportunity to access a wealth of information and resources and really up-to-date info for them to help them to develop their career.
And what has been the difference for subscribers? So say, for example, last year you had 5,000, 8,000 people attending. What's been the difference now that you're offering this digital version of the conference?
We don't know yet, because we are only going to open the registration on the 25th of May, so a week before the event. We thought that would be, because the idea that, again, I mind other events probably will be interesting, and our idea is that when people register, the whole timetable of all the content that we want to be displaying daily on the platform will be there, so people can, from the moment they are registered, they can start setting up their own agendas in their Outlooks or in the calendars, and so it will be a very kind of practical. We also aware that nobody's going to stay for 8 hours in front of the computer watching something. So, but to give people flexibility and a choice of what they want to watch and when. I think that's the main thing. So that's what we are aiming to do. So, but again, it's a learning process. So,
of course,
we are aware that certain things will work very well, other things perhaps not so much, but we will do it all with a lot of passion and effort, and we hope that it will all work.
Okay. And I just want to wrap up this main set of questions by asking you, what was a key challenge that you used to have before the pandemic? So, whether it was trying to get more companies sponsoring or more new startups joining for showcasing of the networking or whatever it was. What was a challenge before the pandemic, and what would be a challenge now, and also after lockdown restrictions have been lifted?
I think the basic structure of events and the way people take place. And so the main challenge, of course, before it was to be able to exhibit. And so to get as many exhibitors as possible and everything. At the moment, is in a digital edition, you don't exhibit per se. It's not the right word. And so companies need to find different visibility angles or branding or different kind of ways of giving their content on the platform and for clients to see what they're offering. So that's the biggest challenge, is to transfer that physical and things. So the challenge that was before to get as many exhibitors as possible, for example, in event sponsors. At the moment online, the sponsors are easier. The digital advertising, of course, is easier. Suddenly, is what everybody wants to do because everybody's going to be on the platform. All the eyes are in one place. So suddenly, all those kind of opportunities, and before they were not the top priority for the people. They were focusing more on the physical presence on site. Suddenly, they are really interested, and also because through a click through, you can direct people to your own website and your own content. So that's been the
and
main
I say
challenge.
that measuring this, measuring this sort of promotion now will be much. I mean, it will attract more people, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, definitely. Is what it is. We're noticing in that part is a big increase on people, and also is that is a need of people to be out there, to be interacting with the industry. If you've been working for a year or 2 years in launching new service or something, you're really desperate at the moment for eyeballs on your product and on your content. So I mind the digital medium, we hope is going to help people to kind of to reach a wider audience.
So I just want to wrap up our chat with some advice from you. So essentially, all I would like to know is your top 3 tips for businesses whose new business strategy largely depends on events like Midem and they cannot really attend physically anymore.
Yes, I think the first one will be to keep engaging with us. I think within companies like Midem, but as I said, it applies to all the events companies, wherever your sector it is. Sometimes I don't think the clients have seen us as partners in general, and they need to start seeing us as a partner, because we can help them to kind of to develop the message as well. So I think the first thing will be to keep engaged with us during the whole year. So the digital event, but then we have huge social media followers as companies. We do a lot of blog posts and newsletters. So there's a lot of ways you can engage with us. And we can help you reach a big audience with white papers, for example, and research that can be useful. So it's always good to kind of talk to us, and we can see how we can help you to develop and have the new business out there. I think that would be the first one. The second one will be used as well this time and all the digital time we're having now to prepare for the following year's editions, again, of Midem or anything else you're preparing for. Normally, the events we run should be seen as the conclusion to a campaign of business development, of contacts with clients, of market research, and to get it really right. And then when you get to the event, that's the culmination, and when you really kind of close all your deals there, that's when things work the best. Of course, in many occasions, you start the contact there and then you follow it up later. But the ones, by my experience, the companies who have done the best is the ones who have been working for on a lead to the event. And now we have that opportunity. Companies should be now working and really on what they're going to plan to for next year early on and really have a proper plan. So that will be my second thing. And the third one will be to share with us what companies need from events like Midem or any other event. Sometimes with clients come out to me with an idea I would think, oh my God, why didn't I think that before? Or as a company. Because sometimes we try to think about all the needs our clients may have, but we are not on their shoes, and we don't know exactly what the needs are. And so sometimes clients come to me and say, oh, by the way, I'm really struggling with this or that, or to reach in this market or stuff. I was thinking that if you could offer me access to this type of buyer or this type of managers or brands or whatever, it would be really helpful. And of course, sometimes we say, oh my God, that's a great idea. And if we can do it, we will always be in putting, because the happier our clients are, then the happier we will all be, and the longer they will be as loyal clients with us. So we always try to go beyond our duty to help those clients with their businesses, because it's in our own interest. So I would say that's the third point, just to share with us the needs and see how we can help.
Cool. Okay, so use Midem as your partner. Make sure that you plan ahead and you're prepared for the next one. And of course, be honest and speak to people. If you ask for help, that's how people can help you.
Definitely, for sure.
Amazing. Well, that's everything. Thank you so much, Javier. I hope that the new launch of the digital version goes well. So where can people register for this?
So it will be from the 25th of May on Midem.com on our website, and people just can go there and stuff, and they will see. We'll do a lot of big PR and social media as well, campaigns, so you will see us everywhere. But yeah, you just go to Midem.com. That will be from the 25th of May. You will be able to register for free.
Cool. Amazing. So free Midem. So it's an amazing opportunity. Don't miss it out. Thanks so much, Javier. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We'll see you next time for another episode of Small Talk No More. See you later.